Good morning. It is 9:15 on Monday, the 11th of November, 2019. And it's E from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com. Finding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. All right, here's the 30-minute chart that I suggested keep an eye on because it seems to be the one in play earlier overnight. I usually use something like the 15. I'm always aware of the 30 or the 60, but I like to look at the tighter ones first to see if the intermediate supports hold. Once you break the blue line, then you know that it's possible to come into the funnel, which is really the the zone between the rain line and the blue line. So that's in my thinking right now. It's a holiday. You're going to have the bond market is closed. We've also got options X, so that's a factor. I don't want to be so enamored with the long side that that's the only thing I think about is just keep chugging along. But I do think that that has served us very well. Certainly, again this year compared to those traders who are always looking for the big short that's coming, and one day they'll be right. But in the meantime, you have to trade. If you're trading for a living, you're always looking for what's the day's range, what's the likelihood, and I'm suggesting that the likelihood is inside day comes first for anything else. And we know if in fact we break that previous low from Friday, then we have to look to the next lows as support and then the next. So we don't want to make any rash predictions on a day like today. I'm not thinking that we're going to get that much meat to sink our teeth into today, being a holiday. But that's just personal opinion, and time will tell. So it's tough, really, if you're looking for new lows and you're trying to short at this level based on the overnight range. That's not a high odds trade. But if you don't like the buy side either, you want to wait a couple of minutes at the open, let things settle out, and then try to find a trade. That's usually a good way to trade, and especially if you're just looking to not put on a position or a swing trade right now, but looking just to be a day trader and take something out of the market. Let's take a peek at angels and demons. A very light volume. Here's our demon back here at the 90 area, 89.75. Our angel currently is 78. We can look and see where last Friday's push came from. So the low of this bar is still support until broken, and we are chewing into it, no doubt. And so I started with the notion today, I suggested 85 is our aggressive resistance. And we're looking to see if we can test 75s to 72. So we're pretty close to that already. And I was up early, like I said, I was up 6 o'clock. My mom passed away 3 years ago to the day, and about 6:30 or so in the morning. So my mind was just there. I just woke up thinking of her and said, let me just get up, and sometimes you get this intuition, and I'm one of those who does believe that there is an afterlife, and that my mother was very spiritual and very religious, and I didn't follow in her footsteps, but I certainly learned a lot about her faith, and in so doing, it's helped inspire me to reach out to other people. She was one of those people, everybody loved her. So thank you all for your well wishes, and it was a really positive experience growing up with her as my mom. She always had our best interests at heart. This is, I think, today's most important challenge for the longs is to get it back up above this 84 to 85. So we're going to keep an eye on that today. All right. there. If the longs get it up above that, then I think the low is in. And it may be we're messing around down here for a while and then they scoot it up at the end of the day. You just never know. But being a holiday, I think it'll probably be a little thin. Here's the monthly chart that we were talking about the other day. And I said, I think we need to pay attention to this 73. And that really stuck and bounced. And we have not been able to take out the high. We started here. So this is backing and filling still, trying to build a base on base. This low right here is the whole key. Obviously, if we break that low in the 62 area, then anything goes down here. And this is the monthly look. And like I said, I've seen times before where you're trying to get those last couple of points for your target, and it becomes risk and reward. That's the way I'm treating this. And I'm referring to that target that we've had at 3104 and a half. So this is really what I'm looking at. This was that breakout at 78. We're back here. That seems to be our pivot. And so for now, this 76 is a big idea in the daily predictive. We've hit the resistance zone. Here was our middle flipper at 85, 86 area, taking out the 81s. Now we're testing, obviously, the 76. So based on this, I've suggested we're going to use 71 as a stop for the long side. And any part of this tail can be tested. And if we take it out, then obviously that 68, just like we said the other day, the 68 to 65 area becomes available as well. So we shall see what the boys want to do with today. We know it's options expiration week, so we're going to expect a few games to be played and kill some option premium. That's usually part of the game. So I think two-way day. Don't get too excited one direction or the other. And the OTF, same idea. Same idea. We've hit this is the upper resistance zone. And this is the beginning of the resistance zone down here. So all we know is for now, the shorts have to get it under 76 and keep it there for any good fortune. And we know that we have been targeting 3104 and a half. So far, no dice. And that's a function of risk and reward, in my opinion. Okay, that's our target line up here. So that's resistance until broken. And I still believe that pullbacks should be bought. And if it doesn't work, then obviously you drop it and we look for a new next support level. And again, at this level, after this whole run, remember, we're talking risk and reward up here. But I believe that's destined. I think certainly by the end of this week, I would expect to see us hit that. And if we don't, I'll be very surprised. I think that's destined to test the 3100 plus, and we've shown the mechanics for why we believe that's a target. And potential target down in here. We've been making lower highs, lower lows. My suggestion, wait a couple of minutes at the open, let things settle down, and then decide if you want to take the half gap gap trade or not. There's been no evidence yet of a big boy wanting to go in that direction. Absolutely none. So my guess is stop out a couple of longs first, and then possibly that trade will materialize. Target line up here, base support down here, range trading in between for now.